Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Tyler. Welcome back to Scorpio Oxman channel. And firstly, I wanna give a huge birthday shout out to Katie Emerson, a fellow YouTuber who was a huge YouTube star on YouTube. Today's her birthday. It's the big 2-5. And so happy birthday, Katie. Wanted to give a shout out to you as well, and your family as well. All the best to you, and God bless, and all your Christianity movements as well, and being a Christian as well. God bless you, and thank you for all you've done, you and your hubby. So today I wanted to point out this month the spirit and the energy of the platypus occurred this month in July. And we had at one point we had a Scorpio moon, a pure Scorpio moon, and it was day of the ox, okay, the wood ox specifically. And that combination is me, the spirit of the platypus. The Scorpio ox is the spirit of the platypus. So we did have a Scorpio ox day. It was on July the 11th. Okay, that's a couple of weeks ago. And I finally was able to get around to doing a video. I wanted to point it out. And so this is me. This is my spirit animal in primal astrology. Those with a Scorpio moon and born on day of the ox in the Chinese astrology, also known as the Vietnamese astrology. The combination of Scorpio and ox is the platypus. So I want to read to you about the spirit of the platypus, and you will see very much it's me. And it even mentions how we like to dive into science, and we want to really dig deep to know all there is to know about science. So that's not a coincidence. I don't believe it's a coincidence. So firstly, I want to show you the proof. Yeah, the platypus, a very unique creature from Australia, the duck-billed platypus. They have a tail that looks like the tail of a beaver as well. They're very unique creature. Very cute as well, very cute. And okay, so I want to show you the proof, okay? For mastering, go to Mastering the Zodiac. And I'm going to show you, so July the 11th, I want to show you that the Scorpio moon did occur just inside July the 11th, which was the Monday. And, oh, yeah, we'll just, okay. Oh, it's going a little slowly, but we're getting there. July 11th. There we go. Yeah, that's okay. 1 a.m. I'll just say 1:30 a.m. And here on Mastering the Zodiac. Mastering the Zodiac, it shows the real natural sky as it really is, if we were to see it with our own eyes. There it is there. You see that the moon is located in Scorpio at that very time, just before going into Ophiuchus. So there it is right there on July the 11th, early morning hours, Eastern time, North America. Okay, so there's the Scorpio moon. Okay, now I'll show you the proof of the day of the ox in Chinese astrology. Here it is right here. So we'll just go to it's this one here. Hang on a second. Oh, I went to the wrong website. Here's the website right here. Now this is my combination of the Scorpio moon and day of the ox in Chinese astrology. Here it is right here. Okay. Yeah, we'll just go down to 2022. So July the 11th. So here it is here. On July the 11th of 2022, there it is there. So July, so as I'm pointing out here, July the 11th, 2022, there it is, day of the wood ox. And I'm also day of the wood ox as well. So it was the exact combination, the location of the moon and the day of in the Chinese astrology day was the exact combination that I am. Which, and this doesn't occur very often. Your exact combination of the day you were born in the primal astrology, it probably occurs once every 5 years, every few years or 5 years, not very often. So it's pretty rare when the moon is in the exact same location, and the Chinese astrology day sign is like the exact same as you were born. Both are the same. So that's pretty rare to occur in your life. It occurs very few times in your life. Okay, let's read about the spirit of the platypus in primal astrology. Okay. Okay, signs by combination. And again, I'm going to leave this link below for you guys to read about the spirit of the platypus, which is me, which is if you want to read about me, this is it. I think this is the best way. If you want to read about yourself, I've never seen any better. I've never seen any better version of any astrology system that really it sounds so much like you when you read about it than primal astrology. Primal astrology, I think so far it's like the most accurate that I've ever seen and came across. And okay, so here it is, the Scorpio ox right here. Okay, so let's read. We're going to read a bit about me right here, the spirit of the platypus, which is the Scorpio ox. And that's why I call myself Scorpio Ox Man, Scorpio Ox Man channel. I could call it Platypus channel as well, but I don't know. That doesn't sound too astrology like. That's the thing. But it does sound primal astrology like, of course, if you know primal astrology. And so reading about primal astrology, man, it's amazing. It's just amazing when you see the readings on yourself. And typically, again, the primal astrology website, primalastrology.com, it primarily shows you the year sign of yours in primal astrology. I look at the day sign of ours, which says a lot, because they say that the day sign is actually a stronger energy of ours, more so than our year sign and our month sign as well. And even our rising too, our rising sign. We have a rising sign in primal astrology as well, believe it or not. But the day sign is a very strong energy of ours. Okay, so here is about me, spirit of the platypus. There is no question that the platypus is one of the most unique and difficult to comprehend animals in the world. So I think that's reminiscent to me, I'd say. So there should be little surprise that people born under the primal zodiac sign of the platypus find themselves in a similar situation. They are shy, hardworking, and sensitive. I don't know that I'm hardworking. I'm definitely a shy guy. I've always been all my life. As a little kid growing up, I was incredibly shy and also very sensitive too. I suffered from like chronic anxiety when I was a kid and teenager growing up. And I think that definitely has to do with sensitivity. I still have it to this day, a bit of chronic anxiety that I have every now and then. But far more so when I was young. When I was young, it was pretty bad. But that would be reminiscent to the sensitivity part right here, of course. Those born under this sign often feel that they don't quite belong in whatever society they have been brought up in. I have felt that way too at some times in my life too, when I was young growing up. I would say up until my mid-20s. Up until my mid-20s, I would say that, you know, and this, when I read about this, I knew, like, I was reading about myself. Like, it's amazing what primal astrology reveals to you and shows you when you read about it. When you know your moon, the day you were born, of where which sign the moon was, in the day sign of the Chinese astrology, the combination of those two, and you see your day sign in primal astrology, and that, you know, which I'm reading on mine right now. Of course, it's amazing how it stands out for sure. The platypus do best around intuitive individuals who understand that which is not being said out loud. The reservations with others, the fear of betrayal and rejection, the need to plan things out before acting. Members of this sign do well with intuitive types because they can still communicate without having to explain themselves. That's very much the way I felt growing up as well. Certain people and peers in school and such that I wanted to associate with and hang around, that's very reminiscent for sure. Really stands out to me. And it doesn't even matter if these others are like them or not in terms of physicality, social groups, or approach to life. So that really stands out. It never, and that was the case with me. It never mattered which like a social group or appearance and such, race, and all. Yeah, so that really, when I read that really stood out as well to me. So it says very intelligent here. I don't know that I'm very intelligent. I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer, so I'm not gonna. I don't know about that one. Very intelligent. I might, yeah, and hardworking. I don't know about that one either. But you know, I think when I was in school and that, it may have been hardworking. I'd say I might have been for sure. Many platypuses have personalities which seem old for their age. I think that's true. Yeah. They are most often quiet and reserved and they don't enjoy standard social events that their peers seem to be excited about. Now that stands out. Like all my friends and that, they go to parties and that, and I was never too big on getting out to parties, and that they weren't. And this really stood out, this sentence, when I read that. And it mentions here, instead, we are often interested in obscure subjects and understanding the core aspects of how life works. We may feel like outcasts, but will later find out that everyone is different on purpose. And they most likely chose the platypus approach to life in order to gain deep wisdom and knowledge that otherwise fade into the background in the lives of others. So yeah, I could agree with that too as well. So it's basically, now this is where that is implying that we prefer to be on the computer researching on science and such. So that's what that's implying. So, and I mentioned that at the beginning of the video about that. That's what that's implying about that we'd rather research on science stuff or any other to know what we don't know, to gain knowledge in that, more so than being out partying and such, which there's nothing wrong with that. It's good being out and social and that. But like, especially for researching, for like getting ready for school projects and stuff, that's especially in regards to that. So of course, all of these traits can be offset with certain signs in the birth chart, okay, which will give an entirely different spin on how this personality relates to the outside world. Collecting the finer details of each individual is more important for this sign than many others, simply because of the strong effect each planetary aspect can have on the direction of each individual life. Okay, guys, so I'm going to leave this link below for you to read more on the spirit of the platypus, who is me, Tyler. So if you want to read about me, this is it. And as I mentioned, the spirit of the platypus energy, it occurred this month in July. It was actually on July the 11th, which it doesn't occur. I think it only occurs, the energy of the platypus in regards to the moon and day sign in the Chinese, it only occurs maybe two times a year, just maybe 2 times a year, that combination. So, okay, guys, thanks again for watching. Again, keep your questions coming to me at scorpiooxman@gmail.com. Okay. All right. scorpiooxman@gmail.com. So thanks again for watching, guys. And I hope you're all having a great summer. And thanks again. Again, happy birthday to Katie Emmerson. All the best, famous YouTuber. So thanks again, guys. All the best. God bless. Take care. Till next time.